Watch. First thing I want you to put the top of your paper is this. All right. I want you to write x squared. And I would like someone to tell me, what does x squared actually mean? That actually means x times x. I think everyone in here knows that. So what is x cubed? Okay, x times x times x. All right. Now, does everybody understand this exponent right here is a 1, and this exponent right here is a 1? This exponent over here is a 1, and a 1. So if I said to you, just look up here on the board, if I said, what is x squared times x cubed, what is that answer? Now, before you say something, try to analyze what I wrote on the board first. All right? What do you think it is? X to the 6th. What do you think? X to the 5th. What do you think? Just X. Brilliant. All right. Anybody else? And this again is why I'm saying to everyone, I don't understand. Right? If you understand that x squared, and this is how I learned math, I figured it out. If you know that x squared is x times x, what did I do to the 1 and the 1 to make it a 2? Wow. Somebody said you added it. How did I get 3 from 1, 1, and 1? You added it. So when you forget the rules, everyone in here knew that x squared meant x times x. So when you multiply variables, what do you do to the exponents? You add them. So when I say what is x squared times x cubed, you're going to tell me it's what? X to the what? X to the 5th. Because when you multiply variables, what do you do to the exponents? You add them. That's it. I don't understand what the problem is. All right, if you understand that x squared means x times x, 1 plus 1 is 2. You add exponents. All right, so if I take a look at number 1, y times y to the 5th is what? Y to the 6th power. Wow, very good. All right, so here we go. Let's go with Sadie, number 2. N to the 9th power. Perfect. We'll just do all of them. All right, next. Now, we have a little bit different. All right. And the reason why I say it's a little bit different is because we have a -7. Is -7 a variable or is it a number? It's a number. All right. So, Suri, what is the answer to number 3? What are you thinking? You are amazing. That is correct. This right here, everybody put a 1 right here for now. Everybody put a 1. You multiply numbers. And what do you do to exponents? Add them. That's the rule. -7 times 1 is -7. And then you add the exponents. All right, here we go. Next, Sunshine, go. Now keep in mind, this x is to what power? Yes, don't forget. So what would that total be? Yes, x to the 7th. All you have to know is you're just adding 1 plus 2 plus 4. That's it. You with me? Mm-hmm. All right, number 5, continue on. M to the 6th. All right, now try to write the answer before the person tells you the answer. Then you know if you got it right or not. And you know if you understand. What? No, 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 no. I don't care. Why wouldn't it be? How did I get m to the sixth? And what do I do to exponents? You add them. All right, over here next. X to the seventh, correct. Because it's -1 times -1. +1. Number 7. Yep, 16a to the third. Nothing to it. All right, number 8. R to the what power? No. You got the different one because there's different ones. There's different letters now. Highlight or underline for me this R and this R. What are those exponents? 1. So it'd be R to the what? R to the what? No, no one's asking you. R to the second. You're only combining terms or variables that are the same. So that's how I got R to the second. N to the what? Yes. Don't forget, there's always, if you don't see a number, it's a 1. If you don't see a number, it's a 1. That's why at the beginning, I like to put a 1 wherever there's a variable. All right. And it doesn't have an exponent. So you don't forget. All right. Number 9, go. Palmer, are you paying attention?
It's 4 x to the third, and then y to the x to the third, y to the fourth.
You are amazing. 4x cubed, y to the fourth. Nice. You good with that?
Yeah.
All right, 10. Yes.
2/3 a.
Well, do the numbers first. A third times 2 times 6. We don't need a calculator for that.
4a cubed plus b. B to the power 4.
Yes, no plus though, right? All right. So again, dealing with the fractions, it was easy to say 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Anybody have any problem with that? All right, 11. Next. Greep, you're up. Easy as that. 20x to the 10th. Easy, easy, easy. All right, let's knock out 12, please. Go. Yep. J to the what? Yes. All right, there we have it. -6 j cubed k 10. Easy as that. All right, 13. Let's go. Now, again, let's practice your fractions. If for any reason you're having trouble with fractions and you can't just do that, let me know. So 5 times 1 divided by 5. There you have it. Or you could have just said 5 divided by 5. Agreed? So now how many A's do we have altogether? Yes. How many B's do you see? You see why it's 2, right? There's a 1 here and a 1 there. That's why it's 2. Do you agree?
Oh,
That's why I said for some of you guys who have a little trouble, if it's just a letter, put a 1 at the top. So it reminds yourself you got to add them. And then C to the what? Anybody have a problem with that? What?
Can I put like just a?
Yeah. 1 doesn't have to be there, of course. 1 doesn't have to be there. All right. I'm on 14 now. Go. Yes. Perfect. All right, let's do 15.
Includes one x to the fourth, y to the sixth, and z to the third.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now we got something new. All right, we have something new. So I'd like everybody to look up here on the board. All right. X squared cubed. What does x squared cubed mean? What does it mean? No, it does not mean that. What does it mean? I didn't ask what the answer was. I asked, what does it mean? What does x squared cubed mean? No. It means x squared times x squared times x squared. Everybody write that down. X squared cubed means x squared times x squared times x squared. Anybody have a problem with that? So what is x squared times x squared times x squared? X to the 6th. Now, why am I showing you that? Because I'm trying to teach you that the operation, a power to a power, what do I do with these two numbers? You multiply them. You don't have to remember that. Every time you have a problem, write down x squared cubed, write down what x squared cubed means, and then you say, obviously, you multiply. Power to a power, you multiply. Anybody have a problem with that? Anybody? All right. So your rule today is when you multiply, you add exponents. Power to power, you do what? Multiply. So let's see how that helps. So I don't remember where we were at. I know, but who's doing it? Good. Tell me what. Yeah, that's it. Y to the 10th. That's it. Y to the 10th. All right, 17. I'm listening. Yes, Colton, that's you.
n to the 28.
N to the 28. That is correct. All right, Mr. Wash, you got a problem here. You got to do this one first. What is that? Yes, sir. X to the 10th times x cubed. What is that?
The 13th.
Yes, sir. Very nice. X to the 13th. Very good. All right, remember, you're trying to tell me the answer before you look at the answer. All right, Mr. Williams, you're up, buddy. 19. You have to do this first.
Okay, so that would be AB to the 12.
Now, don't forget, I told you to put a 1 here for a reason. Everybody accidentally leaves that off. It should be A to the what?
Third.
Yes, sir, because 1 times 3 is 3. Does everybody see how everybody makes a mistake on that? All right, so now my final answer is negative 3a to the 3rd, b to the 12th. Remember, you do powers before you do the multiplication. This negative 3 is not to the 3rd power. The negative 3 is not to the 3rd power because it's not inside the parentheses. All right, Sadie, back over here, number 20. Is negative 3 part of the cube this time? So what would negative 3 to the third power be? Negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. What is that?
That's 21.
Sometimes.
That's 27.
There you go. Don't be sorry. You're doing great. Negative 27. A to the third. Now you have to understand the difference. Negative 3 is inside the parentheses and outside the parentheses. If it's outside the parentheses, not being cubed. All right, next. You get to tell me what 4 cubed is. Sometimes. Uh-huh.
64.
There you go, girl. Don't worry, don't worry. 64, then keep going.
64. X.
Yes.
X to the power 6.
Yeah.
Minus B to the power 4.
Multiply, right?
Oh, there.
Yes. All right, just takes a little bit of practice. Multiply exponents. All right. Power. All right. 4 cubed literally means 4 times 4 times 4. I did 4 cubed. 4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4. Because there's a 3 right here, and it's inside the parentheses. I did all of them cubed. Do you hear me? All right, that was good. 22. Okay, so we got a problem here, sunshine. So you got to do this first. What does that simplify to?
16.
Power to power. Yes, ma'am. Good job. And now, is there anything I can do with that? No, you can't put A's with B's. So that was it. Anybody have any questions with 22? All right, let's give it a shot. 23. That's exactly right. There's nothing we can do with the x squared and the b cubed. Perfect. All right, 24. Of how much? Why 19?
Sorry.
4 times 5.
Oh, sorry, 20.
All right, we're gonna let that one go. All right, anybody have any questions? All right, let's take a look at 25. All right, so you got to do this one first. You got to do the powers before you do the multiplication. So what is that? B to the 6th. All right. Now what's my final answer? Yay, very good. Very easy. Very easy if you know the rules. Less. All right, 26. Now you've got the annoying one. You got to do this first. All right, so you have to tell me what's -4 times -4 times -4.
Negative 60.
Yes, -64. Very good. X to the what?
X to the power 3.
Yes, ma'am. And Y to the what?
To the power
How much?
1.
Now remember, this is a 1. Still a power to a power. Yes. You with me on that, right? All right. Now you have to do -2 cubed. -2 times -2 times -2. What's that?
Negative 8,
Uh-huh. X to the,
5, 6,
yes. All right, now negative times a negative is a what?
positive.
Right, and 64 times 8. I'll just tell you for now, 512. 64 times 8 is 512. All right, now how many X's altogether are there?
So X nine.
No, nobody's asking you. X to the 9th, Y to the 3rd. Perfect. Anybody have any issues? That's the hard one. All right, that's the hard one. All right, let's knock out 27, Palmer. What's negative 3 squared? 9. J to the what? K to the what? All right, now the other side is going to be what?
6, K to the, 3rd.
Good work. Final answer. Wow, look how easy, just by following the rules. Just by following the rules. That's it. All right, we'll do a couple more just to make sure. All right, Peter. Now, please look up here. I'm going to help everyone with 28. All right, because I don't want you to do 25 times 25 times 25 and then 1/5 times 1/5. Everybody should be able to look at this and say 25 cubed times 1/5 squared is obviously 625. Everybody should be able to just say that. All right.
So
Now, how do we do that? Because watch, please watch. 25 cubed means 25 times 25 times 25. Does everybody agree with that? Does everybody agree? 1/5 squared means times 1/5 times 1/5. Does everybody agree with that? What's 5 times 5? So these two cancel out. Does everybody agree with that? And so now 25 times 25 is what? 625. Is everybody with me on that? All right. If you don't know what 25 times 25 is, that's okay. All right. If you do it enough, you'll just remember it's 625. All right. Now, if you have your calculator handy and you want to practice, you can type in on your calculator 25 cubed times and then 1/5, type in the fraction 1/5 and hit squared and tell me that it's 625. All right. So now that we have that number over here, a squared cubed is going to be how much?
A to the power 6.
A to the 6th.
Cube.
And then on the other side, we have what?
A squared and B squared and F squared.
So my final answer is,
A to the power of 8. B to the power of 5 and F squared.
yes.
625.
Yeah. That wasn't bad, correct? All right. Let's do one more. Mr. Greep, I'll let you do 29. All right. Let's do the first one. So what does that simplify to?
4
Yes.
Y
X what?
X squared
And
Y squared.
yes, sir.
Nine.
Wait a minute. No, no, no. I see what you're thinking. This square has nothing to do with this -3, right?
Oh yeah.
Now you're just looking at the numbers. Multiply those numbers. Yeah, multiply those numbers now. Yes, sir. -48. How many X's in total? How many x's here? You with me? Now, come on, don't miss the y's. Y to the what power?
Not multiplying, so it will be 8.
No, everybody puts 8 down. We've been doing this now 29 times, 29 problems. When you multiply, what do you do to the exponents? Come on. How many y's? This is what I'm trying to tell you, bud. Look up. How many y's here? How many here? Altogether, that would make, yes, not 8, 6. Add exponents. Add exponents. All right, 30, last one. Go. Good job, girl.
To the 6.
Good. And then z to the 6. Perfect. I know. It's okay. Perfect. Hold up. Greep, you got that? You're not writing it down. You're doing it, correct? You understand that so far? All right. Finish it off. Wow, very nice. Easy. Rules. Following the rules. All right. Yes, Leah. 2 times 2 times 2. Numbers and exponents are different. You with me on that? 2 cubed, 2 times 2 times 2. All right, variables, power to power, you multiply. When you multiply, you add. It can be very confusing if you're not practicing. All right, the rest. Let's come down here just to review. How do I find the area of a rectangle? Yeah, so it'd be x to the 5th times x squared. How do I find the area of this square? CD times CD or CD squared. What's the formula for area of a triangle? 1/2 base times height. So A equals 1/2 times 9p cubed times 4p. Work that problem out. All right, that's your homework, guys. Finish up. Good work for today. I appreciate it very, very much. All right, nice work.